Einen wunderschönen Willkommen zum heutigen Abend. Willkommen zu einer weiteren Runde mit Gabriel Knight. Ne? Wo war ich stehen geblieben beim letzten Mal? Ich hab's schon wieder vergessen. Wir wurden ja gerettet von Grace, ne? Von dieser Seance oder Voodoo-Dingsbums da. Und wir hatten ja vorher noch das Tattoo bewahrt bekommen hier. Was haben wir denn noch Hübsches? Haben wir denn neue Sachen hierbei? Es sieht irgendwie mehr aus als beim letzten Mal. Ach ja, der Peilsender. Einen haben wir schon verbraucht. Jo. Ich glaube, warte mal.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
011. Hat man beim letzten Mal probiert? Ich weiß es nicht. Abend, Sascha.
Guten Tag. Sie haben Schloss Ritter erreicht.
Ja.
This is Gabriel Knight. Can I speak to Wolfgang, please?
Wolfgang.
Ja, Herr Knight. Einen Moment bitte.
Gabriel, it's so good to hear your voice. I had such a dream last night.
There's a good reason for that, Uncle Wolfgang. We need to talk.
Gabriel fills in Wolfgang on the events of the previous evening.
It's even worse than I thought.
We have to talk about what I should do.
Wolfgang. Voodoo.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
My library contains many books on the occult and religions, and I have read about some particularly evil voodoo cults. But you, at this point, have more direct experience than I.
What can you tell me about voodoo?
It sounds as though you have learned much during your investigation in New Orleans. Perhaps you will fill me in when we have a chance to sit down and talk.
What do you know about the voodoo murders?
Nichts.
I only know what you have told me. They seem to be very similar to the killings in Gunther's journal.
Say 7.
What can you tell me about New Orleans?
Nichts.
It was just another American city to me until I started dreaming about you. Now I feel it's not safe for you there. I wish you would leave.
Do you know anything about snakes?
I have not studied the subject. I have an intense dislike for them.
What can you tell me about St. John's Eve?
I'm afraid I've never heard of it.
Do you know what Caprice en Coeur means?
No? What does it mean?
It means goat without horns. It's a term used for human sacrifice in voodoo.
Well, let's hope we can avoid any more of that in this family.
Do you know anything about Marie Laveau?
No, I'm afraid not.
I've heard rumors of a secret hound fall here in New Orleans.
Yeah, I am sure they have a temple there,
Yeah.
but probably a very elaborate one. You should not go near it, though. Not alone.
Do you know anything about animal masks?
Yeah, Tetanus people wear animal masks for their rituals, don't they? It is not at all uncommon. Many occult groups are based heavily on animal totems. Animals have such pure, primal traits. Spirituality, good or bad, is about reaching these pure levels. Aggressive and cunning like the snake. Agile and nurturing like the monkey. Even our family is associated with the image of a lion.
Do you know anything about veves?
It is a visual symbol of one or more Loa. Each Loa has its own sign, which is used to summon it.
Das Pickel. Kann man sich nicht vorstellen. Ach, geht schon wieder los.
Have you ever heard of Damballa?
Dambal is a snake. He is a Loa, a voodoo god.
Yes, he's one of the primary Loa of the Getty tribe.
I see. Good work. That information might prove useful.
Does Ogun Badagri mean anything to you?
It is a voodoo loa, is it not?
Yes, a particularly nasty one, so I understand. Have you come across anything about it in your research?
He seems to be feared by most voodoo groups. That's all I know.
Mehr weiß ich nicht.
Do you know anything about black voodoo?
My library contains many books on the occult and religions, and I have read about some particularly evil voodoo cults. But you, at this point, have more direct experience than I.
Do you know anything about Rada drums?
Rada drums? You mean ceremonial drums?
Yes, the Getty tribe uses drummers around the quarter as relay messengers to keep track of their business.
Ah, so drums have a ceremonial use too. It would be useful to know their code, Gabriel.
I had Grace find some information on them.
I can see you already have the mind of an investigator. I hope it serves you well.
Tell me about yourself.
I hope there will be time for that later, Gabriel, after this is all over. For now, we must deal with the matter at hand.
Okay, Schattenjäger.
What can you tell me about Schottenjägers?
Of course, I sometimes forget how little you know of the family, Gabriel. I never understood how Heinz could allow his sons
Der
to
Familie
remain
Gabriels
ignorant.
weiß.
But now is not the time for that discussion. Schattenjäger is really two words in English, Gabriel. Schatten means shadow, and Jäger means hunter.
Shadow Hunter.
Yes, shadow hunter. We Ritters have been Schattenjägers for many centuries. No one is sure when it began or how, but we have records of ancestors as early as the 13th century fulfilling this role.
13.
Some believe that the role was given us when... but such fantasies cannot be of use to you at the moment, Gabriel. Most people are completely blind to the fact that evil does exist. Shadows of darkness, spirits, vampires, witches, demons, these things are real. It is to their advantage that the world has become so scientific, so cynical. But we know they exist, Gabriel, and we hunt them.
How do we hunt them? And why?
Why? Because it is our duty. As for how, that is something you will have to learn, but it's not easily explained over the phone.
Tell me about Tetelo.
Well, from your description of the ritual last night, I'd say that Gunther's mistress, Tetelo, is now the primary Loa for the Getty tribe. It seems she still controls them by possessing her female descendants and speaking through them. You remember in Gunther's journal he said that Tetelo was possessed by her father's Loa during the killings in Charleston. This sounds similar, but Tetelo has obviously become a much more powerful Loa than her father ever was. Probably because of the added power of the talisman.
Let's talk about the talisman.
I myself have only seen it in old sketches and paintings, and in my dreams. It was in the family for centuries before Tetelo took it. It is believed to be as old as the role of Schattenjäger itself. The talisman has genuine power. I don't know how or why, but it is so. The Schattenjäger swore to use the power for good, never for evil, for defense, not offense. We've been searching for the talisman for years. It's a terrible thing to know that something powerful that was entrusted to us is in the wrong hands. With the talisman, Tetelo has all the power and we none. The only possible way to fight her is to regain the talisman. Then we will at least be on more equal footing.
How can we regain the talisman?
The talisman is probably buried with Tetelo's remains. That's what gives her Loa so much power. To find the talisman, we must find her remains.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the talisman?
The most important thing about the talisman is that it be once again in the hands of the Schattenjägers.
Is there anything else you can tell me about Tetelo?
I believe she truly loved Gunther. After all, she was raised to be her father's daughter. The religion was not a choice she made, but a duty she endured. How can she be blamed for that? The spirit that she has become, that is a different matter. It is utterly evil. I am certain that the lower Tetelo bears little resemblance to the woman she was before the burning in Charleston. She was once a beautiful and intelligent woman, and she probably did not deserve Gunther's betrayal. But the Tetelo we fight now is more akin to her tribe's dark gods than to anything human in nature.
How would we find Tetelo's remains?
We have pondered that question a long time, we Ritters. There are two probabilities. The first is that her remains are with the tribe in New Orleans. The other is that the remains were returned to a sacred place near the tribe's original homeland. We've tried to locate Tetelo's African homeland, but Gunther says so little in his journal about her tribe, and slaving records are practically non-existent. As for the other idea, we had no clue that Tetelo's people were in New Orleans until now.
How would we find Tetelo's remains again?
We must locate the tribe's original African homeland. Her remains might be there, or they might be in New Orleans, buried among her descendants.
Let's discuss the possible African homeland.
All right. Have you learned anything that might help us locate it?
I spoke with Professor Hartridge, unfortunately for him. He thinks the tribe's name was Agree, and that they live near the Fawn tribe in what's now called the People's Republic of Benin.
This is incredible, Gabriel. I must go research this new information in my library right now.
Wait, what should I do?
Stay low. If you get a chance, you might look into the possibility that Tetelo's remains are somewhere in New Orleans. But don't try to broach their private areas without my assistance, Gabriel. You will make a fine Schottenjäger, but only if you are not dead.
Sure. I'll wait.
Goodbye then, Gabriel. And remember, if you need a place of safety, come to Schloss Ritter.
Ach nee, 5 war das halt. Oder die Rechnung.
Gabriel couldn't pay those bills when they were due, and he can't pay them now.
Okay.
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Times dated June 24th, 1993. There's nothing about the voodoo murder case in the paper today. Gabriel finds a humorous tidbit under the Life is Stranger Than Fiction column. Apparently, there were reports of ghosts in the Bayou St. John last night. Various people called the newspaper with stories about hearing strange noises and seeing weird lights over the swamp. Some folks claim it's a ghost of Marie Laveau. The paper relates it to similar delusions that crop up every Halloween. Gabriel knows better. Gabriel's horoscope today reads, "Wise is the warrior who knows when to fight and when to get the hell out of Dodge."
God help me, I'm actually starting to listen to this guy.
Tito, Atalantana, Tito. Ich trinke mal ein Käffchen. Bam, 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 bam.
Good coffee.
Schmecke ich bis hier, die Plörre. So. Bam, 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 bam. So, wir sollen das Grab finden, ne?
I'm going out for a bit.
Be careful.
Das Grab. Genau.
There's a small marble plate near the tomb doors. The plate is up. Beneath the plate is a button.
Push the button.
Gabriel hears the faint sound of breaking glass.
Das war ich nicht.
Damn, you'd think there'd be a light.
Das war ich nicht. Ich bin ja für vieles verantwortlich, aber das nicht. Bis jetzt ist nichts runtergefallen.
This wall is covered with decorated skulls, an ossuary shrine to some of the Getty ancestors.
Ugh, I hope no one ever builds me a shrine like that.
The plaque on the drawer has a name etched on it, Jacqueline Getty. The plaque on the drawer, Ariane Getty. The plaque on the drawer has a Helena Getty. The plaque on the Casilla Getty.
Genau.
The plaque on the drawer has an etching of the Veve on it, but no name. The plaque on the drawer has a name, Cecily Getty.
Sind das alles Frauen?
The plaque on the Celeste Getty.
Ja, weil ich wegklicke. Ja.
Handsome, isn't he?
Nee, Hinterwand. Hinterwand?
Crypt drawers line the back wall.
Okay. So, hier haben wir ein Vivi. Ich öffne
Gabriel
es mal.
can't take the drawers.
Warum nicht? Oh, das ist ein Schloss oder so.
The drawer is locked. That doesn't work that way. The plaque on the drawer has an etching of the Veve on it, but no name.
Ich gehe mal hier zur Seite. Geht das? Nee.
Knight. Gabriel Knight. In case someone wants to know.
Gabriel can't see a way to use that. Gabriel can't see a way to use that.
Oh, Glasschirm.
Gabriel doesn't need any broken glass.
Oh, schade.
Gabriel has a feeling it wouldn't be wise to screw around unduly in this tomb.
Ich hab ja nicht randaliert. Oh,
I think I know what happened to the men in the family now. Huh. Some of these look loose. one of the drawers popped open. Mosely. Shit, I dropped my flashlight. Huh? Ouch. Oh, my head. What the hell was that? Mosley's body is gone.
Okay.
Perhaps Gabriel should pick it up first.
Yeah.
Gabriel opens the wallet and finds some ID belonging to Mosely and an American's repressed card.
Was? Hab das gerade... Eine American Erpressed Card. Sag das doch mal.
Mosley's American's repressed card. Credit. What a concept.
Sie sagt doch Repress, ne? Okay. Ja, wir haben jetzt eine Kohlen, wa?
Gabriel does not wish to disturb the ossuary ever again.
Okay. Aber was ist mit Mosely?
Where have you been? I was worried about you.
For good reason, apparently.
What happened? Do you need a doctor?
Nothing you want to know about, and no, just some aspirin.
Gabriel, this is nuts. You have to get out of New Orleans.
No kidding.
Well, listen, Wolfgang called while you were out. He said, and I quote, "Tell Gabriel that I found what I was looking for. It's time for me to do my duty. Schloss Ritter is his now. Now call me crazy, but I don't think that's good news."
Not for Uncle Wolfie, no.
What are you gonna do?
If I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Mosley's American's repressed card. Credit. What a concept.
Okay. Ich glaube, wir müssen verschwinden. Der Wolle. Der Wolfie.
I have a number for a travel agent on that phone book page if I need to call them.
Bum, 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 bum.
Didn't Grace say you had to dial 011 first to get international?
Ja. Hier drüben ist auch ein Wolfie. Nee, nicht Wolf. Ein Löwe. Ne? Aber Wölfe, zweiter Teil. Wolfgang. Denken wir mal danach. So.
Hello, See the World Travel Agency. How may I help you?
Anderson, Indiana, Rittersberg, Germani. Lass mich hier raus.
Can you just get me out of here, please?
I'd be happy to send you anywhere, sir, but I need a destination.
Sonderangebot.
What are your specials?
Well, our least expensive trip is 4 days, 3 nights in St. Croix for $1,250. Of course, we have much nicer packages available.
Well, that's certainly special. How much for a trip to the Caribbean?
Well, our least expensive trip is 4 days, 3 nights in St. Croix for $1,250. Of course, we have much nicer packages available.
I'm sure your packages are astonishing, but that's out of my league.
Is there something else I can help you with?
I always wanted to visit Anderson, Indiana.
I'm so sorry, but you can't get there from here.
Na, nicht? Okay, dann.
How much for a trip to Rittersberg, Germany?
Rittersberg, Germany. Hold on, let me look that up.
Was, da muss er erst
fly you into
nachgucken?
Munich. That's the closest airport to Rittersburg. You can rent a car from there or take the train. Let's see, the best price I can see for the flight is
Das ist ja
$1,400.
ein Schnapper.
What would you like to do?
Charge it to my Americans repressed.
Yes, sir. And your name was?
Mosely.
Feeling a little guilty, Gabriel gives the travel agent Mosley's card number and is informed that he can pick up his tickets at the Nolens International Airport.
Aber auf Mosleys Namen, oder?
Got a minute, Grace?
What's up?
Guess what? I'm going to Germany.
Really? That's great. But how on earth can you afford...
A man's gotta do what a man's gotta do.
Oh my god. I wouldn't like the sound of that even if you were a man.
I'll miss you too, Grace.
Oh. Auf nach Germany. Bum, bum.
Goodbye, Gracie.
Good luck. Let me know what's going on, will you?
Of course. Are you gonna be okay here by yourself?
I'll be fine. Just fix this, okay?
I'm trying, Gracie.